everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you everyone for coming and those watching. Sorry for the delay, a little technical difficulties. Very short report. Last meeting I reported that MoDOT was going to get busy and do Highway 119 through Hermann. Well, I guess everybody realizes that did not happen, and to be honest with you, we do not know exactly when that's going to happen. So they have notified us that they will let us know when that's going to take place. So if we find out, we'll let you know. Only other thing is, everybody knows this weekend coming up is 4th of July. They're having Freedom Fest. Going to have a concert Friday evening at the amphitheater, the parade Saturday at 7 p.m. with the fireworks on the riverfront. And Sunday there'll be activities on the riverfront for the kids and the city band concert at the amphitheater. If you need exact times, please check with the Chamber of Commerce. That's their project. City Administrator report.
Yeah, can I just tack onto that a reminder that City Hall will be closed Monday, July 5th in observance of Independence Day. And a reminder that discharging fireworks in the city limits is prohibited. Those are friendly reminders. So the board knows, but for everybody else's sake, the funds have been received from the Municipal Utility Emergency DNR loan from the state. That was for the gas expense that we had to front for the polar vortex to the amount of $561,815.91. That was deposited in our account on June 23rd, last Wednesday. So I was super impressed with the quick turnaround of the state. We got our application in the opening day, and literally 3 weeks later, it was in our bank account. So I thought that was fantastic. So we have that money. And our first of 10 semi-annual payments will begin, we do in January 22. However, regarding the federal funds that we've been waiting for, the ARPA, which is the American Rescue Plan Act, an announcement was made from the Missouri Office of Administration that the state of Missouri still has not received the federal funds from the U.S. Treasury to distribute to the cities, and they likely will not for several more weeks. I did go ahead and fill out some preliminary forms for that process, just in the event when the money becomes available. We'll be just a little bit ahead of the game. We were also told that once the state receives the funds, it could still be another 30 to 60 days after that. So realistically, it could be 3 or more months before we actually receive those funds in our account. And again, this year, the amount we're supposed to receive is $215,500. And then the same amount again next year, and those funds are to be used for water, wastewater, and stormwater projects. I was talking to you last meeting about the airport, and if you all approve the contract on the agenda tonight, Jesse and I are going to meet with Mike Grodwell down at the airport tomorrow to look at some more things. Again, that is, we're using up the Fema flood reimbursement funds actually from last budget year in 2021. You'll recall Mark had talked a lot about that. We want to finally get that all wrapped up. The deadline for completing the project was supposed to be August 15th, which is going to be super tight, so I'm going to be filing for one final extension from FEMA on those airport repairs, as well as the park paving that had flooded. We are bidding that out with all the other city projects to get a better deal on that. So I'm going to get another extension on that because all of the paving will be done by November 15th, which would be the final deadline. So yeah, we hope to have that finally all tidied up. Yes, the only thing I know more about the Highway 19 and 100 paving is that they said the contractor should be giving us a 2 weeks notice before they start, and that the only update I got was that when they do start, they're going to start at the Free Creek Bridge near Hermann working on some scour holes before they actually start on the paving. So that's about as much as I know on that as well. City Hall staff are really busy right now. We are doing all of our special annual reports and procedures to close out the fiscal year and to begin the new budget year. And Jesse is here tonight in his capacity as Public Works Director, so I'm going to defer to him to talk about all those projects in our meeting with Parcher. Thank you.
Jesse, you have the floor, sir.
I'll just kind of go over a brief overview of what everybody's been doing. Trish gets to hide.
Oh, no, you're way back in the corner.
Yeah, we want you up here.
People are here.
I'll just go over some projects that the crews are doing. The street department's been finishing up curb and gutter work on 18th Street. They're getting ready to pave that this coming summer and fall. They've been trying to keep up with grass cutting and weed eating with all the rain. You guys can imagine how that's been going. Been doing a lot of sweeping from the recent storms, but they're going to have to take the street sweeper to Illinois one day this week for some work on it. It's supposed to be warranty work, so shouldn't cost anything other than transportation. They did go over to the airport and sweep the apron over there for those guys. It was they were throwing a lot of rocks and stuff at their crops. Archer said that they're going to try to get the summer, fall street projects bid out by the end of July. So hopefully we can get that ball rolling pretty quick after the budget year starts. Water, sewer, and gas. As you guys know, I think we got the air and the water issue taken care of. We haven't had any more complaints. So I think that's a remedied situation at this time. The Market Street Water Main project is in its final phases. They're doing the taps, trying to get the mains done. So that's about wrapped up. Archer's planning on letting out the sewer lining projects for this new budget year in July. So that all should get rolling pretty quick also. Where they were talking. Aerators have been ordered to replace some of the ones that we have out right now that are currently out for repair. And then that way we'll have some spares on hand the next time we have failures. Probably something that'll benefit us long term. The gas department's been doing some weed control along their main line that goes up to Farber, and just basically keeping vegetation and stuff out of their stations. And Archer said that the Freeing Creek gas project, where that line's exposed down by Gutenberg Street, that should be going out to bid around mid-August. The electric department, we've been working on more years new service. They're getting ready to do an upgrade. We got new starter service getting ready to go underground. It's all terminated and ready to roll. The Family Dollar service is all installed and energized, so they're all taken care of. And then you guys got your street lights out here that nobody needs again until fall, because it'll be daylight when we leave probably. I didn't get anything from the Parks Department, but I think it's pretty safe to say they've been mowing and weed eating like crazy, and then they're probably planning on doing some flood cleanup. And then all the departments are working on year-end inventory at the moment. That eats up a lot of time this time of year. So, and if you guys have any questions.
Do you have any questions?
I have one. A citizen stopped me. They play soccer, their kids play soccer. And he asked if all of the soccer goals, those frames, could be painted white. He says it's a safety issue and it's hard for the kids to see them. I mean, their great colors are yellow, blue, and red kid colors, but he says regulation-wise they should really be white.
Okay. If it's not a huge deal, that'd be a good winter project for
Yeah.
Parks Crew.
Well, they have soccer this fall, so they can maybe do a couple of them, the ones they use.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll bring that up.
I do have one thing, Jesse. I mean, it's our problem. I'm not sure it's our responsibility, but when you come out of the compost site on the Highway 100, the weeds are so tall on the east side, you can't see anybody coming up the hill. It's probably state right away, but if you should have somebody up there with a weed eater or a little weed
I'll
sprayer.
talk to Todd about that and
Okay.
see if we can get that cut with Sycamore or something, or if we're even allowed to with the state. I know there's some stuff along the state right away they don't want us doing, so.
It's just dangerous, anybody
Yeah.
pulling out.
All right.
One thing I do notice at the city pond, our little muskrat friend is back out there.
Well, Ben's on him.
Evidently they got one or two different dens built.
I bet there's not one muskrat in there. I've never seen one muskrat. And I've done a little tracking.
There's something
Probably
there.
6 in there.
Yeah, there's more than
Yeah.
one is what it
Come
is.
over to the west side of the pond, there's like a little concrete jut out there.
Yeah.
They'll swim over there and go up and go under. Then they'll come out and go on the hillside by Tatum, and then they'll come back and swim back
Okay.
over.
Yeah, I'll say something to Ben, and maybe we'll see if we can find somebody to trap them or something.
Ben's getting kind of like Bill
I
Murray
know
on
a guy.
Caddyshack with them muskrats. He's gonna be out there with weeds
Dynamite.
in his hat. you know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we'll move on to ordinances.
Public comment.
Oh, public comments, I don't believe there is any. There was no. Okay, we'll move on to orders, thank you.
All right. First ordinance, which is on for second reading, is bill number 2021-26, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a municipal services contract between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Lee Regal.
Any questions, this is second reading?
I move Bill 2021-26, second reading.
Motion made, second.
I'll second.
Motion made, second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next on for second reading, bill number 2021-27, an ordinance to revise Hermann Municipal Code Section 710.020 sewer service rates.
Any questions?
I have one. Chris, could you verify that the reason this has to go up isn't that we're doing this just to raise it, that the reasons why?
Yes, actually, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago when we had to raise the wastewater rates a substantial amount at one time because it had not been raised for a number of years because it's never anything somebody wants to do. So the board at that time decided that we should make it a policy to just annually, when we are considering the new budget, to look at the wastewater rates every single year and to raise them in very small amounts yearly instead of a great big amount, waiting until we get in trouble by our wastewater bond covenant and then have to do a big amount. So yes, we're doing it the right way by looking at it every year. Again, to maintain our wastewater rate bond covenant, we have to produce $1.10 in revenue for every $1 in expense. So they want to make sure that we're getting enough money to be able to pay our bond every year.
Thanks.
Anything else? Do I have a motion to approve, second reading?
Go ahead.
Move to approve 2021-27.
Motion's been made, I need a second.
I'll second.
Motion's made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next on for second reading is bill number 2021-28, an ordinance authorizing the execution of an agreement for services between the city of Hermann, Missouri and the Hermann Area Hospital District and Oaks Incorporated.
This is the annual thing that we do, the second reading, do I have a motion to approve?
Move 2021-28, second reading.
Motion been made, second.
I'll second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2021-29, on for second reading, an ordinance providing for the budget for the city of Hermann, Missouri for fiscal year 2021-2022, and establishing a salary schedule for officers and employees of the city of Hermann, Missouri for fiscal year 2021-2022.
This is also second reading, any questions?
And when does this go into effect?
July 1.
And they'll get a raise July 1?
Nobody gets a raise, until considered in November 1.
Anything else? Do I have a motion to approve, second reading?
I move Bill 2021-29, second reading.
Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Motion's made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next on for second reading, bill number 2021-30, an ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Gleason Landscaping LLC to build a retaining wall in the 400 block of the East 2nd Street alley.
All right, also second reading, do I have a motion to approve, or is there any question? Motion to approve, please?
I move to approve bill number 2021-30.
Motion been made, second.
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next for second reading, bill number 2021-31, an ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Madden Media to develop a marketing plan.
This is also second reading, any question? Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next for second reading, bill number 2021-32, an ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Madden Media to build, host, and maintain a new tourism website.
Also second reading, any question? Do I have a motion to approve?
I move 2021-32, second reading.
Second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next, for second reading, bill number 2021-33, an ordinance to approve a contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Cochran Engineering and Surveying Company to provide a field survey for the city's 69 kV line easement.
Any questions on this one, second reading?
This is going to be paid for in the 21-22 budget?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do we have an estimate of the cost?
Just what they provided in their bid, they couldn't give us an exact cost because they weren't sure how many easements they were going to need.
There's got to be a lot of time and research done before they can tell anything. They've got to do the time and research, kind of get that ball rolling.
Okay.
But just keep in mind, just 2 of these poles snapping off cost us $80,000.
Correct.
It's worth it.
Yes.
2021-33, second.
That's your motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next, for first reading, bill number 2021-34, an ordinance to amend ordinance number 2192 regarding the budget for fiscal year 2021, or 2020-2021,
All right.
with the proposed amendments included as exhibit
Any
A.
questions on this one real quick? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I move Bill 2021-34 for approval.
Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? This needs to be read a second time?
Bill number 2021-34 for second reading, an ordinance to amend ordinance number 2192 regarding the budget for fiscal year 2020-2021.
Do I have a motion to approve second reading?
Make a motion, Bill 2021-34, second read.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
So carried.
Next, for first reading, bill number 2021-35, an ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Roto Wheel Construction, Inc. for the removal and replacement of water-damaged metal siding on 2 buildings at the Hermann Municipal Airport.
Any questions or discussion on that? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I move to approve bill number 2021-35.
Second. Made and seconded, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Need a second reading on that also. Timely construction deal.
Bill number 2021-35 for second reading, an ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Roto Wheel Construction, Inc. for the removal and replacement of water-damaged metal siding on 2 buildings at the Hermann Municipal Airport.
I move Bill 2021-35, second read.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next, for first reading, bill number 2021-36, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Mary Kunstman doing business as the computer lady.
Any questions?
I do have a question, maybe Tammy can help me on that, is this, we got 2 of them here, ordinances. Does that not go along with what we do with Madden's for their websites and?
No, this, with the webmaster would be, and the marketing person are 2 totally different job descriptions. The webmaster component that Mary Kunstman does is more editing of what Madden's already doing.
Any other questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve 2021-36.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. This also needs to be read because they have to be done by a
As
certain
well as the
date.
next 2. All these contracts are renewable July 1, please.
We need to do that one more time.
All right. Bill number 2021-36, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Mary Kunstman doing business as the computer lady.
I move Bill 2021-36, second read.
Do I have a second?
I'll Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2021-37 for first reading, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Jennifer Davis for marketing and website services.
Any discussion, questions on that one? If not, have a motion to approve.
I move 2021-37 first read.
Motion been made, second.
Second.
Motion's made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Second reading.
Bill number 2021-37 for second reading, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Jennifer Davis for marketing and website services.
Do I have a motion to approve second reading?
I move to approve bill number 2021-37, second read.
Second.
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next, for first reading, bill number 2021-38, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Neat Plus Nimble for email marketing management, tracking, and analysis.
Do I have a motion to approve any questions for? Okay, a motion to approve 2021-38.
I move to approve 2021-38, first read.
Motion's been made, second.
Second.
Motion's made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Second reading.
Bill number 2021-38 for second reading, an ordinance to approve a municipal services contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Neat Plus Nimble for email marketing management, tracking, and analysis.
Can I have a motion?
I move 2021-38 second read.
Motion made, second.
Sure.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
So carried. We'll move on to resolutions.
B resolution for this evening, number 1309, a resolution to describe facts and reasons for a necessary amendment to the city's budget for fiscal year 2020-2021. Really just redundant information following along the ordinance for the budget amendment, because the statute says anytime you amend a budget, you shall also have a resolution to describe facts and reasons as to why you're doing it.
Right. Do I have a motion to approve resolution 1309?
I move to approve resolution number 1309.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay, we'll move on to old business. Any old business? If not, we'll move on to new business. Any new business?
I have new business. I'm hoping that next year we can look, when we are planning our budget for the next year, that we look into doing auto deposit for employee checks, and that people can pay all their bills online if they go to the city. I'd love to see us look into that.
We don't do auto deposit? Oh, okay.
Yes, now that we have a new finance officer, I have tagged her to get the deposit for the payroll rolling. So
Awesome. I think it'd be nice if everybody could pay all their bills online. And can't
That'll
go
take a whole-
online, or-
yeah, it would be nice. That will take a whole lot more, but the payroll should, be much more.
Payroll would be your first step.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, any other new business, anybody? If not, we'll move to motions. Motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I move to approve the minutes from June 14th, 2021.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay, then we're gonna move invoices for payment.
I move we pay the bill.
Motion been made to pay the bills, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Annual liquor renewals. You have a list in front of you.
Move to approve.
Motion's been made to approve, do a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Liquor license for HLM Hospitality LLC DBA The Fancy Pheasant at 209 Sugar Street.
I move to approve.
Motion been made, second been made, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We have liquor license for Welcome In Entertainment LLC DBA The Piano Bar at 101 East 4th Street.
So So Jennifer and, Justin is here if you all have any questions for him about.
Anybody have any questions for Justin?
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I think everybody's
We have
excited.
Trappers menu, so we're doing, think of how great Trappers was.
So you're gonna do food too?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Awesome, that's really good. Thank you.
We're very excited that that building's finally gonna get utilized.
And today we passed the health inspection, so I spent all weekend. I've never been so dirty in my life.
Well, the whole town's a buzz about it, that something's going on in that building.
We're gonna make it great for Herman.
Fantastic.
Very positive thing. Do I have a motion to approve?
I
So
move to
moved.
approve.
Go for it.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor? Say
Aye.
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 Any opposed? You're good. Okay, moving on, appoint Kenny Briscoe to the Park Board. Park Board has approved Kenny. Met him. He's a very nice gentleman. Do I have a motion to approve him?
So moved.
Motion been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Approved lagoon aerator purchase. This is what Jesse was talking about earlier. Something we have to do. I have a motion to approve.
I move to approve.
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Conditional use permit renewal, Reserve Vacation Rentals LLC for non-owner occupied guest house at 210 East 4th Street.
I move to approve, and I'd also like to say I'm glad that we are putting that now on the list that we know who the managers are. Thank you.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application for the Chamber of Commerce for the fireworks parade, the concert, the vendors, and the riverfront activities, fire, riverfront park, and the amphitheater July 2nd through the 4th.
Move to approve.
Motion's been made, a second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Do we have a backup plan? Will that be posted somewhere? Do we know?
You'd have to check with the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
They're the ramrods. I would thought of that today because of the high water over there, how they will launch. But that's, I hope they have a contingent plan. Okay, special events application for the Boy Scouts MR 340 first aid and food stand for the canoe race at the Riverfront Pavilion, July 21st, 23rd, 2021.
I move to approve.
Motion's been made to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So carried. Festival event application for the Terrain Media MO 70 Paddle Riverfront Park, October 9th and 10th, 2021.
I move to approve.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
No further business. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion's been made. Second.
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, for attending. And have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Impressive.
Well, yeah, but I gotta get about 5 minutes.
Find the line.